Hello, it's Giles here from My Man in Champagne, and I wanted to do a quick video about this bottle of champagne I enjoyed last night. It's Penet Chardonnet, and it's their new release. It's a single vineyard wine called La Croix-l'Aumônier. I'm not going to tell you how it tasted because that's not something I'm terribly good at, and besides I think the vocabulary available is so limited that all tasting notes and comments are pretty much the same anyway and not really very helpful. Suffice it to say I enjoyed it, and I think you'll enjoy any of the Penet Chardonnay champagnes if you care to try them. What I really wanted to speak to you about was the back label, in fact. Difficult to imagine a more complete and more informative back label. It's absolutely fantastic if you care to look at it. Some of it's in French only, which is obviously a difficulty if you don't speak any French, but you can pick up most of the terminology probably even if you don't. If we're looking across this, we see at the top that it's from a single plot called La Croix-l'Aumônier. It comes from Verzy. It's a Grand Cru, and it's a vintage 2010 Extra Brut. Now, if we go down, at the bottom here, it even says that it's the situation of the slope facing south-southeast, 1% gradient, altitude 110 meters, type of soil, it's chalk, and Talweg. I'm not sure what Talweg are, but it's on a limestone on a base of chalk. 100% Pinot Noir, average age of the vines 36 years, and the vinification was done in oak barrels, no malolactic, and it was aged on lees. If you look down the bottom, you'll see that it's the Maison Penet is actually a négociant, but I can tell you that this particular champagne comes from Alexandre Penet's own family vineyard, so to all intents and purposes, this particular champagne is a récoltant manipulant, an RM, which just goes to show that if you just go by the letters, NM, RM, or what have you, not always telling the whole story. If you look over on the right-hand side here at the top, you'll see that there were fewer than 1,140 bottles produced, and this one is number 113. Harvested on the 21st of September 2010, bottled about 9 months later in May 2011, and disgorged in November 2016. So it had 5.5 years aging on lees, and I drank it yesterday, 24th of September 2017, so it's had almost a year bottle age as well. Dosage 5.5, which corresponds with Extra Brut that we saw earlier on. There's even a QR code that links you to the website. So that's a fantastic back label, much more useful, I think, than many that you see that just say this is a wonderful champagne produced in the tradition of champagne and it can be enjoyed at any time, which is really pretty banal. So if you're into champagne and if you're into the details, look out for the back label on Penet Chardonnay, of course, after you've enjoyed tasting the champagne itself. So there you go. A lot to be learned on back labels, and I think they're particularly important, and I wish everybody did a better job of them. That's it for this video. Hope you found it useful and informative. Bye for now.